Here on the weekly Ed Swanson's Coaching Show, we're here with the head coach of the women's basketball team, Coach Ed Swanson. And Coach had a 1-1 week last week, had a 9-point win over Albany, and then played the number one team in the country, kind of a tough outing. Talk about last week, the good win over Albany, and the experience you guys will get from playing UConn.
Well, like I told the team, I think the most important thing about playing UConn is the game before UConn and the game after UConn. And, we started off, after coming back from the Bahamas, I was a little worried about a little bit of a hangover coming with the travel and the long week, the week before that. The Albany game I thought was important, and I thought we played with a lot of energy. I don't think we played great, but that's not the most important thing is that we got the win. We gutted it out against a very good Albany team that came in here 5-0 and was really flying pretty high, and we were able to play a real solid game, especially in the second half, and nail down that win. The UConn game was what is expected. Number one team in the country. We do that for a variety of different reasons, getting ourselves used to playing in that type of atmosphere. I hope it helps with recruiting. I hope players see us out there and say, hey, they're playing Auburn, they're playing Boston College, they're playing some of the top mid-majors, they're playing the University of Connecticut. And hopefully, around the country, people will take notice and say, hey, geez, maybe I want to go there to a university like that is going to challenge ourselves in a non-conference situation. I hope it will toughen us up as we approach, conference play in just a little over a month.
Yeah. Well, so far this season, your most consistent scorer has been Callan Taylor. She scored double digits in every game. She's averaging about 15 points. Scored 11 against UConn. Really was kind of the biggest bright spot in this game. Talk about her consistency and how big of a role player she's become this season.
Well, yeah, Callan's, Elisa Apple gets so much attention, and I think because she handles the ball so much, she's a penetrating guard and so forth, that, she gets a lot of the defensive, I think, assignments and stuff, and Callan's slowly, emerging as, I think, one of the top players in the Northeast Conference, if she wasn't already, but we're still trying to hit our flow too. I think some things are still to come. Like I said, we played a tough non-conference schedule. We haven't played great yet. I don't think we've hit on all cylinders, nor our chemistry is right where we want it to be. But that's what non-conference is for. But Callan's off to a terrific start, and now she's going to have to start taking that next step of being that I think that person that's going to draw a lot of attention and defensive schemes from other coaches.
Coming into the season, we asked you about the incoming freshman, and you never want to give too much credit to anybody who hasn't played, is your normal comment. And now we've seen him for 7-8 games. Erica Norman has started a couple games and consistently playing about 15-20 minutes off the bench. And we've even seen a bit of Blair Konashevsky and Elise Lorenz, so far this season. Talk about what you've seen from your freshman now that you have had a chance to see him in college game situations.
Well, freshmen, the inconsistency is what not only, in game situations when you guys see him and our fans see him, just in the last 7 games, but, it's a practice consistency too. So, there's a lot of opportunities in practice for the freshmen as well as everybody else to earn playing time, but there's got to be that consistency one day after another. Erica Norman has been playing a great deal off the bench, really because she is a presence defensively. Offensively, she still has a long way to go. I think she's very talented. I think she has to gain some more confidence, not only within herself but also the coaching staff, and I think she's going to play a vital role as the season moves forward. Elise Lorenz is the same thing. Elise is making progress, and you can't judge everything on game day, and we evaluate on a day-to-day basis in practice, and Elise Lorenz's days, her better days are ahead of her, and and Blair's the same way. Consistency in practice I think is going to be very important, but she's a dangerous player because of the way she can shoot the basketball. I see that, we might see that more and more here the second half of the season. And it's an adjustment period, not only from a basketball standpoint, but from an academic standpoint, being away from home for the first time. And, our other freshman, Angela Bland, she's making great progress. We have big plans for her in the middle of the year, but she had shoulder surgery last June, and she's just slowly being brought into practice on a slow basis. So we're hoping within the next week or two that she'll be ready to go.
Yep. You guys have two games this week. Both, you were looking at the schedule, are very, very winnable games. You have Yale tonight, Wednesday night, You guys have actually beat them 9 straight times in the series. And then Siena, you guys probably owe them a little bit from a tough loss last year. Talk about kind of a little bit of the scouting report for both the Yale and Siena games.
Well, Yale is obviously a road game. They've got a terrific coach who's been coaching a head coach for 25 or so years. They're very guard oriented, but they have 2 terrific posts that we're going to have a tough time with this evening. But their guards, I know they've hit the injury bug a little bit, so I'm not quite sure who's going to be in. But they have a terrific guard out of Long Island named Megan Vasquez, and another senior guard, Yo-Yo Greenfield, who are terrific players. They have a lot of nice pieces. I don't think they've hit on all cylinders yet as well. So it's going to be a tough matchup for us going up there to New Haven tonight to face Yale. Siena is another one. I haven't even watched them on tape yet. I'll know more about them tomorrow. But again, they have a terrific post player in Serena Moore that caused all kinds of problems for us last year. And I guess I could talk more about them on Thursday than today. But we have our hands full at Yale this evening and Siena at home on Sunday.
All right. Thank you for the time, Coach. Good luck this week. The Pioneers play Yale tonight, Wednesday night on the road, and are back at home at the Pitt Center against Siena at 2 o'clock on Sunday.